Hello, welcome to week one of your Ag 290 Capstone class. The first thing I will say is it's extremely exciting that you're enrolled in this course. Hopefully this is your final semester. It is designed to be set up in that manner. So hopefully, like I said, this is your final semester and you'll be applying for graduation and then on to your next step. The first thing that I will say is the capstone is split into two parts. So within this specific capstone, we really have two really big specific learning outcomes that we're looking for you to accomplish within the course. And so the way that I've split it up is the first 5 weeks we accomplish goal 1, and then the last 10, 11-ish weeks we accomplish goal 2. And so I will go through each of those goals specifically just so you kind of understand what's happening within the semester, and then we'll take a quick look at the syllabus and just some specific things about how to navigate my online courses. I would anticipate that some of you along the way have probably had a class from me, but it is highly likely that along the way you've never taken a course from me. So I do want to go through the specifics of the way that I design my Blackboard course shells and just some general information about how to reach me, where I'm located, those kinds of things. So over on the left-hand side, you'll notice there's an announcements. Those will update weekly. So I usually post a video announcement every week to just kind of let you know what the expectations are of the week, kind of check in and see how things are going. And I find it's a good way to give a little bit of that face-to-face interaction that you might feel like you're missing in an online class. So it is kind of an opportunity for me to give you some face-to-face interaction, not necessarily reciprocate that because I may never actually see you upload a video like this. I will see you throughout the semester as we conduct site visits and do things like that, but you probably will never have to post a weekly announcement like I'm doing here. Over on the left-hand side, you'll also notice that there's a link there for faculty information. So this is how you can contact me. I'm available via email, so there's a quick little link right here that you can say email my instructor. There's also some information down below related to my office work phone number, and then where I'm located. So I'm located in the Nampa Campus Academic Building in room 107, and it is really best if you schedule an appointment with me. So I do teach 4 other classes, and so depending on my class schedule, and those classes are face-to-face, so depending on my class schedule, I'm also the department chair for our physical and agricultural sciences, and so there's a lot of meetings throughout my week, and so it is really best to schedule an appointment to ensure that you have that time reserved for when you show up to actually meet with me. You're more than welcome to drop in, just know that I may not be in my office. So you can email me, you can call me, or you can schedule an appointment to see me, and never feel like you can't do that. So I'm available here to help you through the semester to ensure that you have all the tools that you need to be successful in this course. So I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of me as your faculty who's teaching this class. Again, over on the left-hand side, you'll notice that there's a direct link to your course syllabus, so you can go in and view that. That'll help you better understand how this semester is structured. So like I said, the first 5 to 6 weeks, we're going to be trying to find a internship opportunity for you, but then you've got those learning objectives that we really want to make sure you accomplish, which is things like applying for graduation. It is building a resume, building a cover letter, putting together a professional philosophy, determining if you're going to transfer on to a 4-year institution once you're done here at CWI, or if you're going to apply for jobs, and then kind of giving you some tools for success within both of those pathways. So that's really what we focus on in the first 5 to 6 weeks. And then, like I said, that last 10 weeks is the capstone internship component of the course, where we do have an expectation that you're out in industry, you're working with an industry site partner, and you're you're doing something in the field of agriculture that's hopefully related to something that you want to do long term. So if you're looking at the animal science pathway, then I would love to get you linked up with a veterinarian, with an embryo lab, something within that animal science realm. If you're looking at our ag business leadership education avenue, there's a lot of commodity groups, there's a lot of ag business pathways. There's a lot of seed companies that are looking for interns. So it really just depends on what your long-term goals are. And that will help us determine what that internship component looks like for you. This is a 2-credit course, which means that you can expect 3 to 6 hours of work per week. So the first 5 weeks are structured with that in mind as you're building your resume, your cover letter, applying to four-year institutions, doing those types of things. But then that last 10 weeks, as we build out your internship and you're actually placed within industry, you need to understand that there's an expectation that you'll be with that industry partner physically for 3 to 6 hours a week. And that can look any way that you want. So if their business hours are Monday through Saturday and it makes the most sense for you to do 6 hours on a Saturday, that's fine. If you work in the mornings and so you need to figure out how to get those 6 hours in the afternoons, that's fine. So if you need to do from 3 to 5, 4 days a week, that would be totally fine, or three days a week for 2 hours to get your 6. Structure it the way that you feel it will work best, and to ensure that you're again collaborating that with your industry partner so that they understand the constraints of your class schedule and your work schedule if you have a work schedule. So you want to make sure that you're cognizant of all of those things as you're searching for that opportunity that's going to work best for you this semester. So the other thing that I just want to draw your attention to, over on the left-hand side, I use learning modules, and I open these up week by week. So I try not to let students work ahead. I don't think there's a lot of value in that. I think there's a lot of value in working through the course materials as a group, sharing feedback, sharing what worked, what didn't work, in that manner. So I don't open them up early. Everything opens basically Sunday at midnight, and then you have until the following Sunday at midnight when things are due. So know that your deadlines for your coursework is every Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So if we go ahead and take a look at what's in week one, we're talking about this idea of a graduation plan. So here you'll notice embedded within the learning module, there's a lot of information here. So I gave you a little welcome notice. I always put in a weekly checklist. I think students find that it's really helpful to know what exactly I need from you within the week. And then supplemental information to help you with that weekly checklist. So here you'll see I'm wanting you to review the course syllabus. I'm wanting you to get in contact with your academic advisor if you haven't been in contact with her. It's very likely that you have, and you've already developed your study plan and you've already done all of this stuff. That's great. You can check this off as being done. And then here, I do want you to submit your study plan. So I do want you to log into your MyCWI. I want you to take a screenshot of your study plan. So here I'm saying save a copy of your plan, and then I want you to upload it. So essentially what I want to see is your timeline and where you're at in terms of how close you are to graduation. Is this your final semester? Are you planning on coming back in the summer to finish out some classes, or will you be back here in the fall semester? And then I also want you to apply for graduation. So if this is your last semester, we want to ensure that you apply for graduation before the deadline, which is Monday, January 28th. So we want to make sure you get that taken care of so that everything is submitted to the registrar's office and they know that you are planning to graduate this semester. If you don't have plans of graduating this semester, please let me know. You can still apply for graduation. there's no harm in doing that, and it's probably good to at least know how to do that. So I'm probably still going to ask you to do that, but I do want to know if it's not your intent to graduate this spring or summer semester. It's important to know that if you're graduating this spring and or summer, that you apply for graduation now. So the commencement ceremony is at the end of May, and so you want to make sure that you have enough time to indicate that you're doing that, but also the commencement ceremony only happens in May. So we allow students who are anticipating on graduating in the summer semester to go ahead and walk in commencement in May. So you still want to do that if you're planning on still picking up a few classes this spring semester. The last thing that I will direct your attention to is I'm going to start a forum here. So it's basically a discussion board where I would like you to share your ideas. So what are you thinking might work well as a capstone for you? And I'm also going to use this forum as opportunities are coming to me, because a lot of times industry partners will email me and say, hey, Andrea, I need somebody who wants to be a crop advisor this semester. And I need them to come out and survey our sugar beet crops and see where we're at in terms of yield and how things are looking for the coming sugar beet season. So, and a lot of those opportunities, you don't have to have a ton of knowledge in the area of expertise. Our industry partners are very willing to provide a lot of that foundational knowledge and work alongside you, which is hugely beneficial because the ag industry is so large. It is hard to be, locked into a specific space right now. So I always tell people with my ag degree, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. So, I know a little bit about animal science. I know a little bit about plant science. I know a little bit about ag business. I know quite a bit about food science. And so it really depends on where you see yourself fitting within the ag industry, because it is so encompassing. So we're going to use this as a sharing forum. It'll be an opportunity for you all to really kind of see what your peers are doing and kind of what they're thinking. And it's a great opportunity for me to see, again, what you're thinking and feeling, so that if you need help finding a capstone experience, I can kind of swoop in and say, oh, here's an opportunity that an industry partner is given. How do you feel about that? I really want you to start thinking now about where you see yourself within the industry. Because like I said, by week 6 of this class, we need to have you placed with an industry partner so that you can start your internship. There's a couple of opportunities on campus. So if for whatever reason you feel like, oh, I don't really see myself fitting within with any of these things within industry, we've got some things going on with the campus garden. We've got a milkweed research trial garden. There's some things going on campus that I would also be up for potentially plugging someone into if that was their long-term goal. So feel free to ask me about those opportunities if you want. So that should give you a quick crash course of what you're doing. Like I said, make sure you get in there and this week submit that plan for graduation and actually apply for graduation. And then start thinking about where you see yourself, this semester being plugged into industry, and then where you see yourself long term. So after you graduate from CWI, are you planning on transferring on to a 4-year institution, or are you planning on applying for some jobs? So be thinking about that as well. There's only 5 of you in the class this semester, so it should be a great opportunity for us to have some good discussion in really that small group setting. And let's have fun. This is an exciting time. It's a great opportunity for you all. And so I'm very much looking forward to this semester. Again, if you have questions, concerns, comments, you need help, something's not making sense, never hesitate to email me or reach out. I always encourage you to log in early and look at what's expected of you for the week so that you don't wait until the Sunday when something is due. I'm a little harder to reach over the weekends just because I do have a family and I try to really focus on them on the weekends. So if you have questions, please reach out early so that we can get those addressed so that you have the time that you need to be able to work through the materials that are required. I hope you have a fantastic semester. I look forward to getting to know all of you, and best of luck.